Bem pessoal, estamos aqui com o nosso playthrough de Paper Mario The False Near Door. Aqui está o meu Paper Mario. Vamos botá-lo no GameCube. GameCube, né? Estou acostumado a falar GameCube. Bem, agora vocês vão ver o equipamento de onde eu gravo. Vamos ajustar aqui, que eu preciso colocar a câmera aqui do equipamento e botar luz. Pronto. Agora vamos começar a jogar. Claro que eu tenho que ficar em pé aqui, não tem nada pra sentar. Se eu sentar na cama, capaz de que caia. Aqui é a visita e aqui é a minha salvação de sempre.
And these are the same save files 15 years later. But what about this PlayTube file, you might be asking? Well, why don't I let 12-year-old me explain it?
PlayTube. Vai pro YouTube, o nome vai ser PlayTube.
And this is me, 15 years later, with a little bit more hair down here, balding in my 20s, but such is life. But there's something much more important than all of that. This game here will get a new save file, a fifth one, but it won't be for this console. I won't need to put this game disc here. It will be for this console. It is completely insane how much of a good year 2023 has been for the Switch. I'd say it's even better than 2017, which a lot of people consider to be the Switch's best year. In the start of the year, we got a new Fire Emblem, which personally I'm not a big fan, but I know a lot of people like. We got a new Kirby remake in Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, which I'm a huge Kirby fan, so I love that game, especially the new mode they added with Magolor. And then we got Metroid Prime Remastered, which looks beautiful. It's one of Switch's best looking games, and it's just a simple remaster, so I can't even imagine how Metroid Prime 4 will be. And then some months later, we got the strongest contender for Game of the Year in Tears of the Kingdom, which I don't even need to say anything about this game. You all know how good it is and stuff. Even though some people have some problems with it, it's still a formidable game. And then, my personal pick for Game of the Year, Pikmin 4. We waited so much for this game, a freaking decade for this game, and the wait paid off. It's a fantastic game, it also has some problems, but even then I'd say it's very close to the perfect Pikmin experience. And they also released the 2 original games on the Switch, which, if you watch my reaction to that announcement, you will see how stoked I was for it.
Ah! Ué? Caralho, vai ter um e o 2?
Vai ter que
Não acredito, cara! Nossa, que foda, porra!
And very soon we'll be getting Mario Wonder, which just from what they showed already feels like one of the best 2D Mario games, especially after how things got stale with the new Super Mario Bros. Games. I really can't wait for that one. And I'm also very excited for the Super Mario RPG remake, which still feels unreal that it's really happening after so many years that Nintendo ignored this game and so many fans clamored for a remake. And I'd even consider WarioWare Movie to be a strong addition to this year's lineup. It's shaping up to be extremely fun, especially because it borrows a lot from WarioWare's Moves, which is my favorite WarioWare game. These 3 games I just mentioned were announced in this year's June Nintendo Direct, and it was one of the best directs they made in a long time. It had so many amazing announcements. So when the time came for the recent September Direct, I was like, what can they show? They already showed everything. So I went with the mentality of, whatever they show, if it's bad, if it's good, it doesn't matter. They already showed everything I needed to see in June. So, come on, hit me with what you got, even if you don't have anything. But there was one thing I was very curious about. What would close this direct? I had no clue. Maybe Metroid Prime 4? That was the only thing I could think of, because I had no idea whatsoever. And that's when this happened.
Mario 3D, Mario 3D.
Nossa!
Caralho,
Meu Deus, eu não acredito!
Vai tá
Nem
nerfado.
fudendo!
Vai tá nerfado, quer ver?
Meu
Vai tá
Deus.
tudo stone de cagada.
Meu Deus, eu não acredito!
Não é
cara.
não.
Meu Deus, no primeiro Mario
Nossa, o
2!
jogo vai estar tudo fodido.
Caralho.
Não, mano!
Não, pior que não.
Yeah, as you can probably tell already, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door is one of my favorite games of all time. It's up there with Super Mario 64 and Galaxy 2. I'd say those three games compose my top 3 favorite games of all time. So yeah, I'm a Mario fan. But I'd say TTYD is even more important than those two games, because those two games are mainline Mario games and they have a much larger chance of being revisited and things from it being explored in other games and stuff. TTYD wasn't one and done thing, so much that we never even got another new game in its style, and that always saddened me, because I loved this style so much. When Super Paper Mario was shown, I just didn't like it. I didn't like its style, it strayed too much away from the formula. I was even a hater of this game back when it was released. And nowadays, this game is pretty much considered a masterpiece, even by me, because of the other games in the series that we got later, like Sticker Star and Color Splash, that by this point it's like beating a dead horse. They're just not good games, that's all I'll say. As you saw with that old recording at the start of the video, I loved this game so much, even as a kid, that I just wanted to record a playthrough of me playing the game and show it to the world. And I didn't care if I had to stack 2 chairs together and put my camera there and playing it while standing still, and with that camera that could only record 10 minutes per recording, so I had to start it all over again every 10 minutes. I didn't care. I just wanted to show everyone how much I love this game by playing it in that obnoxious setup. I love that game so much that I would take the GameCube to other friends' house just to show the game to them and let them play for a bit. There was a friend in particular that really liked the game and he wanted to play the whole thing, and I was happy just to watch, but for some reason I told him, but chapter 6 you will watch me play, because that chapter is so good, I wanna play it again, and you will just watch. Like, why? Just let the dude play it, too. But yeah, I was always obsessed with that game. So seeing it being remade now, it's a dream. It's a dream come true. I watched that trailer more than 50 times already, and I'm... there's no way to describe just how excited I am for that game. I've never been this hyped since, I don't know, Mario Odyssey. That was the last time I was truly hyped up for a game. And this remake is much more important than just, hey, we remade the Thousand Year Door, you guys have been asking for this so much, go play it, it's an amazing game. No, it means a lot to the future of the Mario series, especially the spin-offs, especially the RPGs. Along with Super Mario RPG, the Thousand Year Door has a bunch of original characters, unique designs, unique names, something that has been absent for so long from the RPGs. This Thousand Year Door remake made me want to give Origami King another shot after dropping it after the first world, and honestly, I'm enjoying it. But that dumb restriction of not allowing unique designs, and even unique names for that matter, for the side characters, really hurts the game. A great example of this is Bobby, because yeah, Olivia calls him Bobby, but his real name is just Bob-omb, and he's just a default Bob-omb. His backstory is very well fleshed up, his character growth is great, but he could have been much more memorable if he had a unique design and a unique name. He would have been up there as one of the best Mario side characters from the RPG games. The moment he talks about his friend that died and how his name was just Bob-omb is played like a joke because these games can have unique names, but it's just not funny. Being self-aware of this dumb restriction doesn't make it acceptable. And I think with these games coming back, the fucking Mario mandate is finally over. No more of that blandness of the new Super Mario series, that every location needs to be similar, that you need to only use pre-existing characters, pre-existing designs. And it's not just these RPG remakes that make me believe the Mario mandate is over. Mario Wonder is a mainline game, and it's brimming with original enemies and characters and even variations of classic enemies. The new Princess Peach game also features only original designs for its cast of characters, other than some Toads. I really believe we're finally entering a new era of truly creative Mario games. Be it the mainline games, the spin-off, the RPGs, it's finally over. The Mario mandate is over. Or at least I hope so, but I'm very confident that we're finally getting back. And we might finally get a new Paper Mario game that it's on the style of the first two games. That's my biggest dream in the world, man. The moment they announce a new Paper Mario game with new story, new characters, new partners, new everything, but it's on the same style as the first two games, I will cry. So yeah, until the day it releases, my mind will be Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door Remake 24/7. It's all I will think of. And to wrap things up, let's watch the ending of my top 10 Mario games video that I posted on this date here. I'm sure my English back then was perfect, so you don't have to worry, you'll surely understand everything I said. Or not.
Number 1.